Why are more young black people going toward Trump?
Oh, we like money, that's all.
Look what the lady's done out there in California. Them people hate her.
I ain't gonna lie to you, last time I voted for Trump. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There's that whole Project 2025 thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of terrifying.
Do you plan on voting for either candidate?
Hell no.
Everybody wants to win Georgia. After Pennsylvania, it's the second most populous swing state, and it has 16 electoral votes, more than Wisconsin and Nevada combined. But more than just votes, Georgia is about momentum. From 1992 to 2020, it didn't vote for a Democrat. Then, in 2020, Biden flipped it and the Democrats declared a new era in the South. Now, realistically, for Trump to retake the White House, he has to retake Georgia. But is that gonna happen? We went to find out. Now, the answer to that question depends on where you are, because Georgia is one of the country's most diverse states, and it is divided between totally different sections. For the purpose of this video, we visited 3 different Georgias: Atlanta, the suburbs, and the country. We end with a conversation that we would never forget, and this video finishes with our prediction of who we think will take the state. Now, in case you don't know about RocaNews, we started this company back in 2020 to make unbiased news accessible to everyone. We have over 1 million followers on Instagram, we have an app, and now we have this YouTube page. So please, if you support that mission, make sure to subscribe. Our trip started in Clayton County, which is just south of Atlanta and is the blackest county in Georgia, where 72% of the people are black. Yet the area doesn't neatly fit political narratives, as we found out.
What are your biggest political issues right now?
I don't know. I think there should be abortion, allowed up to like 3 months or whatnot. I don't like Harris.
You like Trump?
I guess because he don't give a shit.
3 takeaways from here. 1, a lot of people, I think even most people we spoke to, do not plan to vote.
Do you plan to vote for either one?
Donald Trump, and then you said who? Kamala Harris?
Yeah, that's the other one.
That's the female, right?
Yeah, what do you think of her?
I ain't never seen her. I don't do it because I know I'm not finna vote.
I've been a convicted felon since I was 20, in my 20s. I never voted.
Do you know who you're gonna vote for?
I mean, I don't vote, man. I don't do all that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna benefit my pockets.
Yeah.
2, a lot of people said good things about Trump, and they traced that back to the stimulus checks. We heard this over and over again.
A lot of people made a lot of money when Trump was in office.
Yeah. Is it going to go for Kamala or Trump?
Trump, for sure.
Trump?
It's already said. In other words, though, bring Uncle T back because we need to bring them funds back.
And 3, a good number of people said they're going to vote for Kamala Harris, but they didn't really have a reason for why.
Who do you guys plan to vote for in the election? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
You like who?
You like
Donald Trump? Oh shit, well he like Trump. I like Harris. I mean, everybody like different people.
Yeah, I'm voting for Harris.
You know what I'm saying?
Why Harris?
Why Harris? Why Harris?
Yeah. No, I'm serious.
I like the new woman who coming in. I like her.
Kamala, yeah.
Kamala Harris, but it just, I don't know. I just want to see. I got to see how they do.
Who do you think's better on the economy?
Might be Kamala, maybe.
In downtown Atlanta, opinions were also divided. We went to Centennial Olympic Park and talked to a mix of lifelong residents and college students and heard what they had to say.
So, all right, what are your biggest issues right now, like coming with this election coming up?
I say like gun violence and gun control type of issues, and like just the safety of kids and students in schools.
That and homelessness.
Do you have a preference, Kamala or Trump?
Well,
Kamala?
I'm gonna say Kamala because with Trump, there's that whole Project 2025 thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of terrifying when you like read into it.
I think we messed up either way it go.
Trump or Kamala?
Kind of undecided, but leaning more toward Trump purely based on economic policies. I think it would be nice to pay less for stuff.
Now, a takeaway from here was that liberal voters will vote for Kamala Harris. However, minority voters won't necessarily do so. Here we heard black voters both to the left and right of Kamala say they aren't going to vote for her.
And they don't have an agenda for reparation for Native Black Americans. The alien immigrants that come here, they get a food card, they get a voucher, they get somewhere to live. Look at Native Black Americans. Look at that situation.
Do you plan on voting for either candidate?
Hell no.
Why are more young black people going toward Trump? That's been
we like money, that's all.
we just care about money. Racism, whatever, everybody's racist.
It would suggest the narrative that just because someone's black or whatever they might say is going to vote for Kamala, That doesn't necessarily hold up. Our next stop was Appalachia, Georgia, but on the way we stopped in Duluth, a suburb 20 miles north of Atlanta. Now, Duluth is interesting because it's home to Georgia's largest Korean American community and one of the largest Korean communities in the entirety of America. Koreans have been moving from left to right lately, and we went to find out why.
By the way, real quickly, this video is brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is the first U.S. legal prediction market. It lets you bet on real-world events like this election. So if you go to Kalshi.com, you will see real-time odds for who's going to win the election. Right now, it has Trump at 61%. And if you think that's wrong, stop whining and start winning. If you think Kamala should be higher or Trump should be higher, go ahead, make a bet on Kalshi. And if not, just take a look at the odds. It's a fascinating platform. Check out Kalshi, link in description. Help support the channel. Thank you so much.
We have the election coming up, and there's been a trend in American politics where a lot of Koreans have shifted away from the Democratic Party, and we're curious why people think that's happening.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it is.
Are you surprised to hear that?
I guess they were misled.
Before I choose Trump, but this time I probably will not.
Why not?
Because of the incident in January, several years ago.
Will you vote for Kamala or will you not vote?
Quite difficult, but I guess I have no choice. But Kamala, I probably will choose her.
Then, heading north out of Duluth, we ended up in the Georgia country.
All the stuff Camilla Harris is saying right now is the same thing Biden said last time, and they ain't done none of it. They've just messed everything up.
There's a 0% chance Trump loses. Everybody I've interacted with is all Trump fans. No offense to you two or any of you, but I mean, really, I don't even like Trump, but come on, there's no way you can really think that those are who is the best choice. You know, regardless of Trump, you may talk. You can complain about that, but he held it down tight. Tried to assassinate him twice. It's not a big show if the Democrats were trying to kill him, and I don't know what is.
So you can't be trusted. All he want to do is attack people.
Trump.
Yeah. That's all he does. Oh, Kamala, you're this. Oh, Omarosa, you're this. Oh, it's dark around Trump. Everything going on with Trump is dark. You know what's weird? Everything that he's trying to put on other people, he's guilty of.
Yeah.
He's a super predator. You'll see. I think it's going to be a blowout.
But I sure would not vote for that woman. Young men, are you 50, 75, or 100% sure you're going to heaven when you die?
What do you think about politics? With an election coming up, do you support Donald Trump?
I will vote for Donald Trump, but I'm not crazy about Donald Trump. But I sure would not vote for that woman.
Do you think Donald Trump is a Christian?
I don't know, just to be truthful with you. But as far as when I vote for the lesser of two evils. And the lesser of two evils is right now is Donald Trump. I voted for him before and I'll vote for him again. But that don't mean that I agree with everything he says and does. And when somebody starts talking about this transgender junk and killing babies, there ain't no way I'd vote for him.
This is some of the most pro-Trump areas you can find anywhere in the United States. And it shows. Just about everywhere you look, you see Trump flags, Trump signs, Trump bumper stickers, Trump shops, Trump memorabilia. Trump is everywhere here, and no one believes the 2020 election was fair.
Do you think the 2020 election, was it stolen, or do you think Trump lost?
I think it was stolen. I think Trump's won. I think Trump did win.
Do you believe they stole the election in Georgia?
Yes.
What do you think when there are legal rulings that say it wasn't stolen?
I think it was stolen all the way around.
Yeah.
I really do.
Who won in 2020?
I think Trump actually won in 2020. Because Joe Biden spent too much time in his basement to do anything. Now they're finding that dead people voted in California.
We kept going north, and eventually we reached Appalachia, Georgia. And this, honestly, was even more conservative. There are hardly any liberals here, at least from what you talk to and what you see. And just about every single person we spoke to wholeheartedly endorsed Trump.
The Constitution is for the people, by the people. It's not that way no more. There's too much politician.
Yeah.
You know what's wrong with America? We don't make nothing here no more. The politicians have sold us out. What's wrong with this country is they turn their face on God. One nation under God. America got strong sticking together.
Yeah.
And now the politicians are breaking people apart.
You're gonna vote?
Oh yes, sir.
For Trump?
Yes, sir. You know why?
Why?
Look what the lady's done out there in California. Them people hate her in California. It's against God. I guess everybody has a right to be who they are, but you don't have the right to shove it down someone's throat.
You drive around and all you see is Trump, Vance. What has she done in 4 years? And now she says she's going to fix it when she's the president. Why haven't you fixed it in the last 4 years?
Who do you think's going to win the election?
We hope Trump.
What do y'all like about Trump?
The economy.
So our prediction is this. Atlanta and its suburbs will go blue, although perhaps not as much as some people think. The fact is, there's a narrative that minority voters are just going to vote for Kamala Harris because she's a Democrat and she is a minority woman. Yet our conversations make clear that's not necessarily the case.
I think that Trump would be a better candidate. Kamala, not really. I feel like we'll just have more of the same thing.
I'm not going to say who I'm voting for, but I will say I do research. So a lot of people are going to vote for Kamala because she's a black woman and stuff like that, which is fine. No problem with that. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Last time I voted for Trump. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I voted for Trump.
Meanwhile, in the countryside, it is true that those people are going to vote for Trump overwhelmingly, based on the conversations we had. So this made us think that for Harris to win the state, she's going to have to swing suburban voters and get great turnout among black voters like Biden did in 2020. Given how difficult that may be for her to do, our bet is that Trump will carry Georgia, and we're more confident in that prediction than that from any other swing state we visited. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out our other swing state videos, including from Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin.